Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Reports have emerged of arrests outside WWE's Performance Center, and one of them involved Liv Morgan's alleged stalker. There seem to have been two arrests. Earlier, it was reported that there was an incident at the WWE Performance Center where local police had to be called, with the Orange County Sheriff putting out a statement saying that they arrested a man named Sean Chan outside the building. Chan had an outstanding warrant for burglary as well, and he was placed under arrest and booked in Orange County Jail. As it turns out, this was the second incident. There was another incident, as confirmed by P2 Insider after they reached out regarding what happened surrounding Liv Morgan. They confirmed the story making the rounds that a suspected stalker for Liv Morgan was indeed apprehended outside the Performance Center. As per what they have been told, this is 100% legitimate as well. This arrest, though, was not made by local authorities, and a much larger agency had to get involved in the situation. A separate report said that it was the FBI. The suspect is currently being held. The report also clarified that this was entirely separate from the earlier arrest incident. Further clarity is awaited on the situation. In what can only be described as a deeply disturbing and emotionally charged development, WWE superstar Liv Morgan's name has once again been dragged into the center of a frightening real-world situation. Authorities in Florida have officially confirmed that two individuals have been arrested in connection with the long-standing and terrifying stalking incident that has haunted Morgan since late last year. For fans of the former SmackDown Women's Champion, the news is both a chilling reminder of the dangers public figures face daily and a glimmer of justice after months of escalating concern. Liv, known in real life as Joanna Daddio, has been outspoken in recent months about her fears surrounding a persistent stalker who had not only followed her across states, but reportedly invaded her personal property, left unsettling messages, and even allegedly made threats against those close to her. The story that once began with unsettling social media messages spiraled into something much more dangerous and deeply invasive. Earlier this year, law enforcement officers from the Hernando County Sheriff's Office revealed they had taken an unnamed man into custody after he was allegedly found trespassing on Morgan's private property in Florida. That man, who was obsessed with Morgan and had allegedly been attempting to rescue her from WWE, had a disturbing history of erratic behavior and prior warnings. But now a twist no one saw coming. He wasn't acting alone. According to the latest police report released late Tuesday evening, a second suspect has now been identified and arrested, confirming widespread speculation that the original suspect may have had help. Shockingly, the second person, described in police statements as a 34-year-old female with known ties to the original stalker, was allegedly helping coordinate the man's activities online, feeding into his delusions and encouraging his pursuit of Morgan in what officers have called a delusion-fueled fantasy. The details are harrowing. According to investigators, the woman used a series of burner accounts to impersonate Liv Morgan online, effectively gaslighting the male suspect and manipulating him into believing he was in a relationship with the WWE star. It was like a cult-like manipulation, said one detective on the case. She would message him as if she was Liv Morgan, telling him to come find her, to prove his love, even to hurt those she claimed were keeping them apart. For months, fans had speculated that the man who was caught earlier this year with zip ties, a knife, and camping equipment near Morgan's property might not have been acting on his own. Many took to Reddit and Twitter to post theories based on cryptic screenshots, anonymous reports, and even Morgan's own vague responses during live interviews. One fan theory in particular, suggesting a catfish situation, has now been vindicated. The woman, whose name has been withheld pending further court proceedings, is believed to have manipulated not only the primary suspect, but also attempted to impersonate Morgan to other fans in bizarre online exchanges that investigators are still sorting through. For Liv Morgan, who recently returned to WWE programming with a fiery vengeance and seems poised for a summer run at championship gold, this personal situation remains a cloud that has hovered over her triumphs. Sources close to Morgan say she's relieved at the arrests, but remains cautious and on high alert. WWE has reportedly increased security measures around Morgan's live events, with at least one high-ranking official stating that the situation is far from over. A backstage source within WWE, speaking under condition of anonymity, revealed that Morgan has done her best to smile through it all. But backstage, she's deeply shaken. Liv is one of the sweetest, most approachable people on the roster, the source said. And it's heartbreaking that someone like her, who gives so much to the fans, has to deal with something so dangerous and real. This update comes just weeks after Liv Morgan spoke briefly about the emotional toll of being a public figure. During a digital exclusive interview on WWE's YouTube channel, she said, "Sometimes people forget we're human. We play these roles, these characters, but at the end of the day, we go home to our lives, to our families, to our fears. It's hard, especially when the boundaries get crossed." The line between fan and fanatic has never been thinner in the age of social media, and Liv Morgan's case has reignited the conversation around celebrity stalking, parasocial relationships, and the growing need for boundaries and protections in the world of entertainment and sports. With the rise of streaming, Instagram Live, and constant connectivity, stars like Morgan are more accessible than ever before, and more vulnerable. As the court proceedings move forward, legal analysts predict that more charges could be filed. The woman accused of impersonating Morgan could face a litany of charges, including cyberstalking, identity theft, and inciting criminal behavior. The primary male suspect remains in custody without bail, with prosecutors citing the extreme danger he poses not just to Morgan, but to the broader public. Meanwhile, Morgan is said to be using this as motivation. "She's not hiding, and she's not backing down," said a close friend and fellow WWE superstar. "If anything, this has made her stronger. She's always been a fighter. Now she's just fighting on a different kind of battleground." Fans around the world have been pouring in support for Morgan across all platforms. Hashtags like #ProtectLivMorgan and #JusticeForLiv have been trending since the news broke. Even WWE legends like Trish Stratus and Lita have issued public statements in support of Morgan, with Stratus tweeting, "This is beyond unacceptable. No one deserves to live in fear for doing what they love. Stay strong, Liv. We've got your back." WWE itself issued a brief but pointed statement. "The safety and well-being of our superstars is our top priority. We are working closely with Liv Morgan and law enforcement during this time and will provide any resources necessary to ensure her safety." This isn't the first time WWE has faced a situation involving stalkers. Past incidents involving Sonya Deville and Paige have also drawn headlines and prompted changes in security protocol. Deville's own incident in 2020, where a man broke into her home with the intent to kidnap her, led to a more aggressive legal response from both WWE and local authorities. It's likely that Morgan's ordeal will inspire similar scrutiny and perhaps even federal involvement. At the time of writing, no WWE programming has directly referenced the incident, but fans expect an eventual response from Morgan herself. Whether through a heartfelt promo, a social media post, or a public interview, Liv's resilience will no doubt shine through. As of this week's Raw, she appeared more focused than ever, taking part in an intense tag match and showing no signs of distraction, at least on screen. Still, behind the curtain, the reality of the situation looms large, and it raises bigger questions. How many others are dealing with similar threats quietly? How can celebrities protect themselves without giving up the parts of their personality that make them so beloved? And how far will the law go to make an example out of these two suspects? For now, Liv Morgan is surrounded by the WWE family, bolstered by the strength of fans, and hopefully feeling just a little more safe knowing that the people who tried to shatter her peace are finally facing consequences. But it's a harsh reminder that the ring isn't the only place Liv Morgan needs to fight, and sometimes the real villains don't wear boots or cut promos. As this story continues to unfold, one thing is clear: the WWE Universe stands with Liv Morgan, not just in the ring, but where it counts most, real life. Thanks for watching this video and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.